Hello everyone, I am Brian Carlev Swante. Our subject for today is Statistics of Rigid Bodies, AMT 3233, subject code 05800. Our topic for today is Maxwell equations. Maxwell equations, before diving into the diagram, it's essential to understand Maxwell equations. These four fundamental equations describe the behavior of electric and magnetic fields in classical electromagnetism. Gauss law for electric fields relates electric flux to the enclosed charge. Gauss law for magnetic fields relates magnetic flux to the enclosed current. Faraday's law describes how a changing magnetic field induces an electric field. Ampere-Maxwell law connects magnetic fields to electric currents and changing electric fields. Maxwell diagram. The Maxwell diagram is constructed by using Gauss notation. It combines a series of polygons of forces. This diagram is particularly useful for analyzing members that lie in the same plane and are connected together. While the specific details of the diagram depend on the context, it helps visualize the forces acting on the interconnected components within a system. Maxwell equation for equations that together form a complete description of the production and interrelation of electric and magnetic fields. The physicist James Clerk Maxwell in the 19th century based his description of electric-magnetic fields on these four equations, which express experimental laws. A Maxwell diagram is a graphical representation used in the thermodynamics to analyze and visualize the thermodynamics properties of a system undergoing a phase transition. It typically plots the free energy, Gibbs or Helmholtz, of two pieces against a reaction coordinate, often the extent of reaction or composition. It helps in understanding the equilibrium condition and phase transition between different states of matter. Application. One common application of the term Maxwell is the Maxwell bridge. This bridge measures the self-inductance of a circuit using components that balance inductive and capacitive impedances. The configuration of resistors and capacitors or inductors in the Maxwell bridge ensures balance, allowing accurate measurements. In summary, the Maxwell diagram provides a graphical representation of forces and interactions with interconnected systems, while Maxwell equations form the foundation for understanding electromagnetic phenomena. Using Maxwell diagram, determine the force in each member of the truss shown in the figure. Indicate whether the member is in tension or compression. Since we don't have horizontal force, Rax is equal to 0, and you have a vertical reaction to A, Y, and Re, and we will use the static to get the value of reaction. Submission of force to A is equal to 0 counterclockwise. So we will have this formula. Re 6 times 40,000 times 1.5 minus 40,000 times 3,000 is equal to Re equal to 30,000. And solving for Ray is submission of force equal to 0 vertical. Ray is equal to 50,000. So A in a clockwise order to 50,000 to 40 is B. Space from 40,000 to 40,000 is C. And the space from 40,000 to 30,000 will be D. And from the first triangle will be leaded to a numerical number from left to right from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And next we will draw the Maxwell diagram. Forces AB 1B 2B1 is equal to 18.75 centimeter is equal to 62,500 newtons. AH 1A to A1 is equal to 11.25 centimeter is equal to 37,500 newton. BC C2 to C2 is equal to 11.25 centimeter is equal to 37,500 newton. BH 12 to 21 is equal to 3 centimeter is equal to 10,000 newton. CD 5 to 25 is equal to 6.75 cm is equal to 22,500 newtons. CF is equal to 45 to 54 is equal to 11.25 cm, 37,500 newtons. CG 34 to 43 is equal to 0. CH 23 is to 32 equal to 3.75 centimeter is equal to 12,500 newtons. DE 60 to D6 is equal to 11.25 centimeter is equal to 37,500 newtons. DF 56 to 65 is equal to 9 centimeter is equal to 30,000 newton. EF 6A to A6 is equal to 6.75 cm is equal to 22,500 newton. FG is equal to 4A to A4 is equal to 13.5 cm equal to 45,000 newton. GH 3A to A3 is equal to 13.5 cm equal to 45,000 newton. The last part here is to identify or indicate whether the force is in tension or compression. Because it is clockwise in every joint, so you will read it as 1B and B1 and go on and so forth. B1 is downward to the left, so therefore it is compression. Next is 1A, it's clockwise, left to the right. So if it's right, then it is tension. Considering on the joint of C2, it is also a compression. And you will do the same to the other joints. And that's all. Thank you.